tools that I really encourage you to master, to go deeper into, are the 5 principles of lean. Now, if this is your first time taking on continuous improvement or Lean Six Sigma, this is such an awesome place to start. This is going to give you a wonderful foundation that really highlights making sure that your processes are effective and then thinking about how can you make them efficient. So the 5 principles of lean that come from Toyota are value, value stream, flow, pull, and perfection. Oof, that perfection is so hard, but we're always going to be striving for that relentless improvement, right? Continuous improvement. And so that first one there is value. So this sets you on the right path so that we make sure that we're looking at specifically what it is that we want to deliver to our customers. Yes, our customers. Who are your customers? Are they internal? Are they external? What is the want or need that your product or service fills? And these are really important questions for you to understand straight away so that you can make sure that you're giving them the value that they want. Now, for me, if I wanted a hot, fast lunch, but I went to a restaurant that was a sit-down restaurant that took hours and maybe they specialized in salad, I would be very disappointed. Now, if all customers were like me that came in, they may think about changing their restaurant. However, if I went to a fast food place and I got a hot lunch within 3 minutes that they were able to just get that out, I didn't care about quality or ambiance, then that restaurant is going to fulfill my need, the value that I see in my lunch. Then we think about value stream. Value stream are all those actions and steps that we take to deliver value. So if value to our customers is that hot, quick lunch, then what are all the steps that we took to prepare that lunch, from the time the person orders to that order going behind the scenes to that hamburger maybe getting made and then coming back out to the customer quickly. So what are all those action steps and decisions? And then we're going to ask, well, how does my product or service flow through all of these different steps? So if we're talking about that same hamburger, how did my order go from the front line back into the kitchen and have somebody actually take a bun and cook a patty and then put cheese on it and lettuce and tomato and onion and then wrap that up and then get back out to me? Where were places where that got stuck? Maybe when we had to cook the patty, maybe that took a long time. So the process was going very quickly where everything took maybe a couple seconds, and then we got to the patty step and we had to wait 3 or 4 minutes until that patty came. Now, maybe when they put that hamburger together, they put it up into the area with the hot lamp and nobody picked it up. Maybe it just sat there for a few minutes. So these are places where we could see our product or service move through those steps, but get stuck, right? Have some of those bottlenecks. And this is where, too, you can go into the theory of constraints. If you're from an agile or safe tool set, then you can see some of those. I think it's the 8 workflows, right? The 8 barriers to flow that they talk more deeply about. So that's a place where you could spend a lot of time making improvements. Once you have flow, once you're actually delivering a product or service to your customer, then you want to ask about pull. You want to start moving your organization into a pull system. What that means is that you're only producing that product or service when a customer demands it. So that means that you don't have 200 hamburgers waiting for the lunch rush. That means that you only cook that hamburger or only start that process when the customer orders it, which means that you don't have that excess inventory sitting around if for some reason the customers that usually come in don't come in. Right? So working at pull, working at the demand of the customer to give them what they want when they want it. Now, we're also going to strive to be perfect. We're never going to be perfect. Nobody's ever perfect. You can throw that out the window, but we're going to strive for it. So relentless improvement, continuous improvement. We're going to go back and ask again, what is value in the eyes of our customers? And maybe it's changed, maybe it's adjusted, maybe we're asking a new set of customers, maybe we're creating a new product or service, right? But asking that question again and going back through these steps. As I said, this is a foundational piece of Lean and Six Sigma. And if you can master this, you'll be surprised at how much it unlocks for you. These questions may be very simple in terms of who is your customer? But you will be surprised how often people cannot articulate this or cannot really identify or agree on this. So make sure that you're having those conversations. Make sure that you master this tool set and let me know how it goes. Let me know if you were able to execute any improvements from using this or identify maybe things that you didn't expect. Don't undervalue those aha moments for you and your team that really get people to take action, right? Make changes. So good luck out there. Hope you're all doing well. See you next time.